This is everything we need.
Okay, so are we good for trial fitment?
I mean, I think we're good. This is the trial fitment.
That's what I think. I think we understand what we're doing. I think we know it'll fit. I think we know this interface is ground off enough that we don't have to worry about it. And I think we need to find a carburetor for it. And
the carburetor's on the Dakota, but we could just yank it off.
It's on your Dakota. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think we can.
I don't want to try and put the engine into the car with the carburetor mounted.
Oh, okay.
Because
That's fine.
They're always in the way of the strap, and I don't want it to get mangled.
Do we need to? Do we want to put the engine in with this on here? I guess we could use this bolt for a chain, and you said there's another one somewhere we can use for a chain, and drop the engine in. I don't know if you want all this weight on here when we put the engine in. I don't know. We're so close to putting the engine in. We have to index the flex plate because the bolts on the flex plate on a Chrysler product are different. So if you got to index it ahead of time so you know where the bolts go in. Otherwise, you'd be fishing around be really upset with yourself. And then we're going to drop this thing in. We're real close.
Oh, show them the hardware we got. Show them what I got at the co-op.
Oh.
Just dump it out and
dump out your new hardware.
Hey, I did a good.
Yeah.
A lot of times we work at night and the stores are closed, so we went out.
She went and got all this grade 8 hardware, except I'm noticing there's no M's and F's on it. Where did you find all that? Oh, this one has an LE and a J8, but no M's and F's. She has these MF bolts.
Those things are M or F'ers.
And
okay, so this bolt, this bigger one, that goes in that motor mount.
Oh, okay.
Actually, these two.
But it needs washers.
Does it?
Well,
let's see if we can.
I'm not just going to put a bolt on there.
Let's see if we can get some washers.
Okay, so we need some washers. We can bolt that on. This thing's kind of grody. And then this.
Yep, that's what this is for. This is for.
Got that for that. So again, we need a washer. We have one of, like every shop. We have a big bin of bolts and nuts and miscellaneous stuff. This doesn't screw in there nicely.
Is that the wrong size?
Are you sure you got the right thing? Goes about a half a turn and stops. Is it?
I don't know. This other one works. Compare it up to the one that's in.
Oh no. Where's all the sockets?
They're in. I was using them. They're in the trailer. I'll go get them.
No, we'll just do this.
And then, so this here is your power steering pump bracket. And you'll see that this block is not the same block that this bracket came off of because there's no hole for this other. So there are differences.
And I got this old band wrench that everybody laughs at. No, it's fine. It's just, I don't know, it's really tight for some reason. But it screws in. I know it's not a fine thread because it goes in about 3 or 4 turns. But, there's rust and BS.
Clean it out.
I'm gone.
There's some gun brushes. All right. Well, that's what happens when you work with these grimy old parts.
Okay, I'm going to put a little WD in there. I'm going to take this thing. Oh, look at all that muck coming out of there. I should get the other one while I'm at it, right?
Probably. Somebody commented on one of our videos, we do everything the slow way.
They said we do everything the slow way?
I think we do.
You know what? It squeaks. We do everything the slow way. You know what? This is not a production shop. I know I can build an airplane like in 3 or 4 weeks.
Not here.
But not here, because this is a hobby shop. Because we're enjoying what we're doing.
We're
And
retired.
I've never done a Slant 6 before, and we're doing videos, and
we're building the
going.
shop while we go.
And this was not even a workable shop. It was just a big storage area, and we unstorage area.
Which some people have been mighty critical about that fact that ours is not a refined shop.
So
show us your shop.
It's just a shop. Okay, now you've moved this, so it goes like this. Yeah, that's where the hole is that doesn't exist.
Yeah, this block doesn't have that hole.
Okay.
I don't know where that bracket came from.
Want me some washers? This bracket, it came from, well, I think people that watch Uncle Tony will remember Stubby. And I think this is stuff Stubby took off the engine that originally came from this car. And this engine was just it's one that Uncle Tony donated to us.
Oh,
and
right.
This engine didn't have a head on it, and then he gave us a head. It's all just stuff.
What it does? It looks like it all came together. Look, it's all matched in color and patina.
Well, the head could be, I suppose.
That was sarcasm.
I don't think
it's not matched.
I don't think it did. No, the head's like different. It's just, yeah, we're slow, but we don't care. It's like, you know what will make a difference is when we get 500 subs and I want to race this thing.
Do you put anti-seize on those bolts?
44 days? No.
Okay.
I'm just trying to run them in and out. Really, I guess I could put, and I sneeze on them. Or I could put,
yeah, just stick them in.
Like glue on them.
Put some gasket cinch on them.
Gasket cinch on everything. You know what? Oh, it does go down far enough. Okay, so I probably should.
One keeps it in and the other makes it so it can come back out.
This probably isn't too bad. It's when you have aluminum and steel together that it turns into, and after a couple of years, it's like glued in with white corrosion. Never come apart. I've had a lot of stuff like that. See, I worked a lot many years ago. Nissans today were called Datsuns back then. And Datsun had a little sports car before the 240 and 280Zs. 1600 Datsun sports car. And the thermostat went on like this, but there was like another block that went on and big long studs, and then the thermostat went on. Well, the thermostat was under the adapter, big long adapter. So you had to get that adapter off, and the studs were steel, and the adapter was aluminum, and they just bond themselves together. Nobody could get those apart. So
that's what makes
I learned
it
how
fun.
to deal with that, and I always put them together with anti-seize because the next guy, the slow way. I didn't use an impact tool because the impact tool thing came as bad, and
you're not going to use a 1/2-inch impact driver to put those in.
No, but oh, I could run them in with that. Okay, then make sure you torque these. Whoops. Oh, this is the one that's a little tick.
All right.
And this one, same thing, only different.
I think the bolt that's already in there is too long.
And that's possible.
So that's why I bought 2 replacements.
See this?
Well, you got in a hurry. I was doing fine, and you were
This
like,
big old washer might
gotta
work.
go
It's
right
probably
now.
not the proper washer. It'll probably work.
all right, well, we'll be back once I find some more washers.
Checking the holes.
Yeah. Always feel the holes out a little bit before you stick your...
I'm not sure this is the right bolt.
Really?
I'm not sure. It might be. Might be my malfunction. It might be the bolt's malfunction.
Did I get too big of a bolt? I did. I got a size too big, didn't I? What about this one?
Yep, it's too big.
Crap. Well, there's that. Well, I guess use these two.
You said that one might be too long.
Might be.
Let me just see how this.
This one's not as long as I thought it was. I must have corrected myself. I know when I was looking for all the hardware that I was finding that I was coming up short.
Glad I ran this in and out first because it's got some kind of crud in there, greasy crud or something. I ran some WD.
No, don't you know you just crank it in there harder, and then when you split the cast iron in half,
No.
you blame somebody else as if there was no way for you ever to have had any guess? I mean, that's how you ruin good parts, is beating on them and cranking them down. And when you need to use some, the old tools give you the feel.
Any young person doing this, got gloves all over their hands having this mess.
Gloves? See, for you to really be able to use the impact tools and stuff like that good, you have to already know what it feels like for stuff to go in properly.
Look at Tony. He never uses impact tools.
Yeah.
He won't even disassemble an engine with impact tools.
I would. And everybody knows I know what I'm doing. Because I'm an expert Slant 6 racer.
What's his name in Canada? Kowalski. Hold on. This guy's name with a diamond in Canada. What's his name? I should know it. Guy with the Kowalski's Challenger. God, that's terrible. I should know. But my memory's no good.
No, it's not your memory. It's your remember.
Remember? So,
I know you remember what his name is. It's just not coming right now because you're trying to.
He always hand tools coming apart, coming back together again. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, it feels like it doesn't feel like it's bottomed. It feels it's tight.
You are dripping in sweat.
Well, it's hot and sticky and miserable in here. What is the temperature? It's 85 degrees and the humidity's probably 95%. Okay, that's on there. This is ancient. I don't know if we're going to use it. Might use it.
That's not ancient. You haven't seen ancient.
Oh, I probably have. And then other stuff to install. I'll leave the thermostat. Okay, I think we ought to wrap it up.
Well, we didn't do too much on the 6 today, but we did. We marked the flex plate. We reinstalled that plug, tightened down some stuff, chained her up to the hoist, and she's kind of ready. I'd say as soon as the car's in here, she's gonna go plunk right in, like fast. She's just gonna set right in there. So all that hard work and preparation is gonna pay right off. Now it won't start right away. We got a fuel pump, distributor, stuff like that, but still the intake got to go on. But we've looked it all over, and it's gonna go. We're getting close. I had to work on the other skid loader machine today, and got to catch up on some yard maintenance, but it's moving along. Look, I cleaned it up real nice. Look how pretty that is. Pantena.